Welcome back. Now we're going to continue with these top 50 free agent possible fits for the Browns. Next up, we have JuJu SmithSchuster, Pittsburgh receiver. His PFF grade 68.2, 2020 cap hit $1.3 million, and he's 24 years old. Both Deontay Johnson and Chase Claypool outperformed him this year and remain on rookie contracts. Whether or not teams view Smith-Schuster as a slot receiver or on the outside could ultimately determine whether or not he returns to Pittsburgh. Moving on, next up is Olivier Vernon, the Browns' edge rusher. His PFF grade 74.2. 2020 cap $11 million. He's 29. The Browns restricted Vernon's contract for one more year after acquiring him with Odell Beckham Jr. in their blockbuster 2019 trade from the New York Giants. If he leaves Cleveland this offseason, he could net the Browns a compensatory pick. Vermon's season ended in their season finale against Pittsburgh when his Achilles when he had his Achilles injury. Vernon had 9 sacks in 14 games. All right, those were the ones that did not make the cut but are still potential ones. Now, this is the free agent countdown we have. Now, here are the top 39 free agents ordered by the 2020 PFF grades in countdown fashion with minimum of a 77.0 grade through the regular season. Number 39, Curtis Samuels, Carolina Panthers receiver, PFF grade 77.0, 2020 cap hit $2.5 million, age 20, he's 25. The former Ohio State receiver taken in the second round of the draft is coming off a season with 51 yards and 3 TDs on 77 receptions. Number 38, Anthony Firkser, Tennessee Titans tight end, who is a restricted free agent. PFF grade 77.1, 2020 cap hit $750,000, and he's 26 years old. Firkser had a season-high 8 receptions for 113 yards and 1 TD in Week 6 against Houston. But Johnny Smith is likely a higher priority. Firkser finished with 387 yards and a touchdown on 39 receptions. Number 37, Brian Poole, New York Jets cornerback. PFF grade 77.1, 2020 cap hit $4.9 million, and he's 28. Poole entered last year's offseason, as one of the highest graded free agents by PFF, which gave him a 79.0. He remained productive in 2020 and had 2 interceptions, but a knee injury halted his season. He's still number 36 is Phillip Rivers, who is retiring from the NFL after 17 seasons in the NFL. The bulk of them with the Chargers and the last few with the Indianapolis Colts. And he's an Indianapolis quarterback, as you know. PFF grade 77.2. 2020 cap hit $25 million, and he's 39. Rivers signed with the Indianapolis Colts just one season, ending his 16-year run with the Chargers. The Colts have only Jacob Eason, a 4th-round pick, last from Washington under contract for next season. That's because Rivers' backup, Jacoby Brissett, also is set to become a free agent. At least one should be available, and that should include Cam Newton and potentially Dak Prescott, who is rehabbing from an injury and has been playing on the franchise tag. Number 35, Rashard Higgins, Browns receiver, 2020 PF grade, the PF grade 77.4, 2020 cap hit $750,000, and he's 26. A free agent last year. Higgins returned to the Browns on a one-year deal. His value has shown in the absence of injured Odell Beckham Jr. And we'll see. Hopefully, we'll have Rashard Higgins back this year. We'll see what the Browns do. Number 34, Justin Simmons, Denver Broncos safety. PFF grade 77.4. 2020 cap hit $11.4 million. He's age 27. Simmons was even better in 2019, earning a 90.7 grade from PFF and securing the franchise tag from Denver. He played well for much of this season, holding an 86.9 defensive grade through Week 14, but struggled in his last 3 games. He finished the season with 80 tackles and 10 assists, but missed 6 tackles in those last 3 games, 11 missed total. Number 33, Jason Verrett, San Francisco 49ers cornerback. PFF grade 77.6, 2020 cap hit $887,500. He's 30. A former first-round pick of the LA Chargers, Verrett has had his best and healthiest season since making the Pro Bowl in 2015 as a second-year player. Verrett had 2 interceptions and gave up 43 receptions on 63 targets. He had 55 tackles with 4 assists and missed 8 tackles. Number 32, T.Y. Hilton. He was with the Chiefs, I believe. He was T.Y. Hilton. PFF grade 77.7. 2020 cap hit $14.5 million. He's 31. Hilton had 762 yards and 5 TDs on 56 receptions. He has spent all 9 years of his career in Indianapolis. He's the Indianapolis Colts receiver with 4 Pro Bowl selections from 2014 to 2017. That's another potential fit for the Browns. Number 31, Chris Carson, Seattle Seahawks running back. PFF grade 78.1. Cap hit for 2020, $2.1 million, and he's 26. Carson's rookie deal expires, and he has outperformed his draft position as a 7th-round pick with consecutive 1,000-yard seasons in 2018 and 2019. He played fewer games in 2020, but averaged 4.8 yards per carry, which exceeded both of his 1,000-yard seasons. He had 681 yards and 5 TDs during the regular season, with a career-high 287 yards and 4 more TDs on 37 receptions. Number 30, Rex Burkhead, New England Patriots running back. His PFF grade 78.2, 2020 cap hit $2.9 million. Burkhead had another efficient season for the Patriots before landing on injured reserve following Week 10. He played the last 4 seasons with New England and had 192 yards on 25 receptions with 274 yards and rushing in 2020, scoring 6 total TDs. I say touchdowns. Burkhead had surgery on his knee in early December. Number 29, Mo Alley Cox, Indianapolis tight end. ERFA. PFF grade 78.3, cap hit 750,000. He is 27 years old. It is unlikely LA Cox reaches the free agent market as a restricted free agent. He became a security blanket in 2020 for Phillip Rivers, who also happens to be a free agent. LA Cox emergence could spell the end for Jack Doyle's time in Indianapolis. Doyle is still under contract for 2 more seasons, but the remaining years are not guaranteed. Doyle has a cap hit of $5.8 million next season. And as you know, as I mentioned, Phillip Rivers is retiring, as you know. Number 28, Marcus Williams, New Orleans Saints safety. PFF grade 79.3, 2020 cap hit $1.9 million. Age 24. The Saints drafted Williams in the 2nd round from Utah, and he should be their highest priority this offseason. They must make moves, however, ranking last in the league has projected cap room. So we'll see what happens. That could be a potential fit. You never know. Number 27, Darryl Williams, Buffalo Bills offensive tackle. PFF grade 79.4. 2020 cap hit $2.5 million. Age 29. Williams signed with Buffalo on a 1-year deal after playing the previous 5 seasons with Carolina. He is a well-rounded tackle, giving up no sacks in 2020 with an 80.0 grade and from PFF as a pass blocker and 76.9 as a run blocker. Number 26, Aaron Jones, Green Bay Packers running back. PFF grade 79.4. 2020 cap hit $2.1 million, and he's age 26. Jones should demand the biggest payday among the free agent running backs this year. He is coming off back-to-back 1,000-yard rushing seasons, including 1,104 yards in 2020. He led running backs in 2019 with 16 rushing TDs and followed up with 9 this past season. And I want to say right now that it was close, but the Packers could not prevail in this one, as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have beaten the Green Bay Packers in the NFC Championship game 30-26, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, Florida, at their home field, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. So Tom Brady, former Super Bowl champion with the Patriots, is now in the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I will have highlights a little bit later in this podcast. Number 25, Brent Urban, Chicago defensive tackle. PFF grade 79.5. 2020 cap hit $840,000. Age, he's 30. A former 4th-round pick of Baltimore, Urban signed with Chicago midway through the 2019 season after being cut by the Tennessee Titans. He registered a career-high 3 sacks, 33 tackles in 2020. Number 24, Chris Godwin, Tampa Bay Buccaneers receiver, who are in the Super Bowl. PFF grade 79.7. 2020 cap hit $2.3 million. And he's age 25. One of a few former Penn State receivers who could hit the market this offseason. Godwin is coming off his rookie deal with the Buccaneers. And I'm going to have to stop right here. We're going to have to take a break. So this will be a 3-part podcast. I'll be right back after I upgrade part 2. Stay with us.